Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ann Scarberry. In today's video, we're continuing into the dining room and finishing up our fall decor. We're gonna start today on the mantle, and I'm gonna use a cigar box for a riser. And I use these all the time in my decor. I just think they're absolutely beautiful. These wooden boxes, they cost around $1 at most tobacco shops or cigar shops. We have a tobacco shop right next to a shopping plaza that I frequent quite often. So sometimes they'll just have a table full of beautiful boxes and I'll walk over and grab a few, and I just stack them up and layer them. If you don't like that look, you could definitely use an old set of books. I like the cigar box or a plate or a platter, anything to give something a little bit of height. And I most usually set my objects on a riser of some sort. I got these gold pheasants from Hobby Lobby this year, and I thought I would paint them when I first got them. They were just a little bit too glittery for my taste, but when I started going the direction I ended up going, I kind of like them this shiny gold color. I went into my Christmas box and I found those brown feathers from last year's Christmas tree. And while I was in that box, I also got these gold spikes that were in there and some gold feather looking things I got from the Hobby Lobby floral department. So I kind of went that direction. It's stuff I already had, and I thought it looked really pretty next to the fall decor, the direction I was headed with this. I layered 2 garlands on the mantle. One of them is a corn husk garland that I got from the store at home. And then I used another garland from Hobby Lobby, and they weren't very long. I only had enough to do just half of it. So I just kind of cascaded it down the left, and I think it created a really dramatic effect. Now we're moving over to the table, and I'm going to start with this seed tray. This is a seed dryer. You put seeds on it to dry them out. And a friend of mine gave it to me years ago, and I've used it in all sorts of decor displays. And so today I'm going to use it on my table. And I'm starting with this little table runner that I got at Home Goods. And I'm going to just lay the tray at a diagonal. I don't know why, I just felt like it needed to be at a diagonal. And I'm gonna start just filling up the tray, and I'm gonna take some napkins. I wanted something neutral, and the only neutral napkin I had was this Christmas napkin that says Merry on it. So I turned it inside out and just ran a napkin ring down it. And then I got more feathers because I'm sticking with this feather theme. I'm kind of sticking them everywhere. So I stuck a feather in it, and then a little piece of floral from the floral display that I had on the other side of the room. And I'm just gonna lay these napkin rings in this little dish that it needs polished, but I kind of like the patina on it. So I'm just gonna layer this up and set it inside the tray. I wanted to add a little candle to the tray, so I have a little silver bowl here, and I'm gonna tuck some reindeer moss around this little LED candle. I think the little touch of green adds a little bit of life to the display. It's not so flat and brown and crispy. So I think it added a little bit of warmth to the tray. I filled it up with some dried magnolia leaves from the tree in the yard, and they have a beautiful brown color to them. And I have 2 carved wooden pumpkins in here, and I've got some wooden acorns that I got from Home Goods, and just stuck some florals here and there and filled that tray up, and I think it turned out really cute. On the top of my china cabinet here, I just decided to fill the foot bath with some dried magnolia leaves and add 2 lanterns from my Christmas display and kept it pretty minimal. Now inside the cabinet, I decided it was time to take the Easter decor down. I know, it's been Easter all year. So I decided to take all of that out and replace it with this Friendly Village china that I got at Goodwill earlier this year. So I took this out, cleaned that up, and stacked it, and added a few more acorns and little woven mushrooms that I got. Actually, I got those at Aldi's this year. They had a cute little box of woven acorns and mushrooms. They were really cute. I added some natural woven chargers to the backs of each shelf just to add a little bit of depth, and kept it pretty simple. Of course, I added a few more feathers, and then I was finished with the little china cabinet. Moving over to this little cutout in the corner here, I replaced the Norman Rockwell photo that was framed on the wall. I've got a vintage radio here with a piece of my Johnson Brothers china that I love. It's the wild turkey pattern. And that was it. I didn't really do too much over here. I think it looks warm and finished. I was putting together a meal for a friend of mine who lost her father this week, so I thought I'd show you the meal idea that I had for her. I was at Aldi and I found these sweet little pumpkin soup pots, so I bought her one of these and I filled it with one of our favorite soups. It's a sausage, zucchini, and cheese-filled tortellini soup. It's got a tomato base and it has some cream in the broth, and it's just a really good comforting soup. So I thought I'd make that for her. I've been practicing a new bread recipe, so I thought I'd make her a loaf of fresh baked bread to go with the soup. The bread was still pretty warm when I went to give it to her, so I didn't want to wrap it up completely tight, so I just left the edges open so the steam could still escape and it wouldn't be soggy. I included a couple loaves of fresh banana bread just so they'd have an option for breakfast in the morning. She had family coming to town, so it's hard to host when you're going through a rough time like that, so I thought some banana bread would be nice as well. And for dessert, I included a cozy pumpkin bar. I packaged everything up onto this little gold metal tray, and I took some new fall towels in there for her kitchen and put it all together and stuck a little fall candle in there. I got that from Aldi. If you have not bought the Aldi fall candles yet, you are missing out. They're like $5 and they're really good. That's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching this far. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video, which will take us into the entryway and foyer.